What are we doing, bro?
Boots.
Boots.
Trainery boots.
Trainery boots.
Sneakers.
Sneakers.
We are indeed. So today we're looking at the Forma Edge Dry boots. He says Edge Dry boots.
Right.
Which are these here? They are a waterproof boot, hence the name Dry. Stiffened sole, reinforced with protection on the sides, ankles, and just a really cool, stylish boot, street boot.
Right, okay. Okay, it looks good.
It looks really cool.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
I see a lot of my students wearing this style of boot.
Yeah. It's become more and more popular.
Mm.
The Alpine Stars have one as well that's similar.
Alpine Star,
very, very
literally
popular.
everyone who wears boots like this has got an Alpine Star.
Yeah, exactly.
That just seems to be the...
Forma.
And so, Forma, I don't really know much about Forma.
Yeah.
Like...
So they're an Italian manufacturer.
Yeah.
And they're actually one of the biggest boot manufacturers globally, but they just little known because they license their products out. Some of them include BMW, I believe, Alpine Stars.
Wow.
I've heard from the rep, so I'm just going to take responsibility out of that and just say the rep told me that. But
yeah,
but yeah, yeah, Forma.
Wow.
Italian. They're a very high quality boot, higher quality than others at similar price points. And they're a little known brand. They're more popular in motocross because they have a separate division that deals with motocross boots.
Right.
And so they're better known there. But yeah, they make a lot of what we stock here is a lot of their street range. So this is also a Forma boot.
Okay.
Waterproof as well. We look at it another time, but they make a lot of different. Well, the ones that we selected here are the more retro or the more urban looking boots.
Yeah. I mean, I like those too.
Yeah.
I like the way they look more like a trainer.
Yeah, they're one of our best sellers. I've sold loads. Come in a few colours as well. That's another colour variant.
Okay, we've got a
And they've made fluoro work somehow.
Yeah.
With brown. They have the black with the white sole as well. They've got a few combinations.
Okay, so going back to the edge.
Yeah, the edge, the boot in question.
Let's see the other side here. Do you know what? It just looks slick, innit? It looks smooth. It looks tidy.
Yeah.
I think we need to put this thing on, you know?
Yeah.
I think we need to put this thing on. Is that... No. Is that reflective? Here is. This part is. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, let's try it on.
Cool.
Let's try it on.
What are we saying?
Bro, these are comfortable.
Oh dear.
No word of a lie, they feel like some Jordans or something like that.
Slow down.
Yeah, they feel comfortable. They feel like they've done something with the sole. It's not just some piece of plastic. I will say the laces is long, but I like the Velcro to go over the laces. Because on my Dainese boots, there's no Velcro strap.
Right.
There's nothing to hold the laces in place.
Right.
And a couple times now I've looked down, especially my left boot,
Yeah.
and I've seen that my lace is undone right next to the chain sprocket. Do you know what I mean?
So yeah, that's
Chew my thing up. But here,
close up.
because you've got the strap, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
If I undo that, you've got your lace underneath there,
Well out of the way.
well out of the way, but then you've got that strap and it just stops any of that skullduggery happening.
Skullduggery.
Bro,
Love it.
this...
Got a spring in your step, Dan.
You know when you're like, I want a pair of bike boots, but I don't want to walk around like a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
And I want something that I can wear on the bike, be safe, and then wear when I'm at work, or wear when I go to the pub, or to a meal, or to the cinema, or do you know what I mean?
Kind of perfect with a pair of Kevlar jeans type of boots.
Boom. Which actually, I'm wearing right now. Held crane pants. Are they cranes?
They are indeed, crane
They
stretch.
Held? They're good, but they're hot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, most Kevlar, fully lined Kevlar jeans are hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these shoes...
Yeah, to be fair, like, just looking at them, they look like trainers. They don't look like motorcycle like the Alpine Stars ones that we talked about earlier,
Yeah.
you know they're bike boots. So
Yeah.
then you know there's something different about them.
Yeah.
These could quite easily just pass for an ordinary pair of trainers.
Mate, they look like some J's.
And they're waterproof.
That's mad. That is mad. That they're waterproof.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they Gore-Tex? No.
Bruv, come on.
Okay, so it's like Forma's version of waterproof.
Yeah.
So we're talking
guy.
what, half hour or something like that?
To be honest, no, I reckon longer. Where you'll be lacking compared to Gore-Tex is the breathability. So I reckon after a full day, and on a hot day, and then you come to take them off, they'll be stonking.
Whoa.
Well, go on.
Feel that there.
Oh yeah, they've got that sandpapery stuff so that you really don't scuff your boots when you change gears.
That feels nice.
Yeah, they really thought about it, bruv. It's really hard wearing, abrasive resistant.
Because normally that gets torn up.
Yeah, that won't.
That feels nice, you know.
Yeah, agreed.
And obviously, if you've got the old school bike, they got you covered on the other side. You've got that right hand gear change. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'd want that logo to be black. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll sell you a Sharpie for 99p.
Yeah. All right, let's see what it's like on the bike.
Yeah,
But
cool.
right now, walking around,
Yeah.
it's comfortable. A little bit of a faff to get on
You're gonna do it once.
because you got the. Well, you're gonna do it every time you put.
That's what I mean. But a day, you're gonna put your shoes on and go out, innit? You're not gonna just
but
keep
you know when you
taking
go
them
to
off
your
and
mate's
on.
house and he's like,
Oh yeah.
taking your shoes off.
Yeah, fair dues. But you are going out to ride, bro. So, closer look.
Bruh.
Bruv!
Bruh. They feel comfortable, man. Good feeling. You know, you get them thick boots and you can't feel anything.
Yeah,
From the beginning, I mean, these are brand new, innit? They just come out of the box.
yeah, literally.
But they feel good. They don't feel too tight. For my size, they feel nice. The cut is nice.
Okay.
My Dainese ones, even now, I've had them, 2 years?
2 years now.
Still feel mega tight.
Really?
Mega tight.
And they're the same, size
But
8,
it's kinda
42.
like the way they're being
Narrower.
cut. They're narrow, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whereas these are a better fit.
Okay.
There's no getting around that. They
Okay.
are a better fit. Mate.
I like the lack of bulk. Like,
Yeah.
even with the other like trainer-looking non-motorcycle boot, but protected motorcycle boots. I can't speak today. But you can always, there's always a bit of heft to them, or an added. They're a bit bulky. These just look so streamlined. Like, that's the only word I could think to say.
And they feel. Okay, it's an ankle boot, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it still feels
Because it's reinforced. It's some hard. I think probably
Like
some.
there's-
Yeah.
like there's significant protection in there. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Don't feel like. Sorry to beat up your Alpine Star, but they do a set of trainers, and I've seen a few people with those trainers after 6 months, and they look like trainers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Beaten
These
up,
things
yeah.
feel like they're still going to be protected.
Yeah.
After a few years, they're not going to be all floppy and
Yeah.
more like a trainer than the
Yeah.
actual motorbike boot they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
These do feel quite
Substantial.
substantial.
Yeah.
Yet flexible. They found that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That kind of happy balance.
That happy balance.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, my Dainese ones, as narrow as they are really comfortable. Well, not really comfortable, but they are comfortable, and they are still quite solid as a shoe. With the what was I say? With the like, for wearing them for a long time.
Yeah.
They haven't degraded. They haven't.
Yeah. They look like pretty much the day you bought them, really.
Yeah.
They don't look beaten up.
No. Like,
Yeah.
if we compare them, if I go grab them and compare them to one of this, we put them on the Ducati. That one, isn't it? Like, that boot's 2 years old,
Yeah.
but it's still.
They've used hard wearing fabrics as well, so that's helped.
And obviously, we're talking about a trainer here, so there's going to be a bit of give in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You don't get the.
Yeah.
There's nothing to cover the laces.
Yeah.
Whereas here, that is what I wanted here.
Yeah.
And I'd say that reflector is way better than that reflector.
Yeah.
That's supposed
especially
to be
after it gets a little bit dirty and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much are these?
140.
140.
Yeah, that's the retail price. Is what sports biking are doing them for. You can get them on FC Moto for about 100, but by the time they add the 40 customs on, plus your shipping or whatever, then you 150 or 160.
So I mean, for 140, like that's a decent boot.
No, I think so.
Like, let's say you're a beginner. Let's say you're buying your first bike kit. You're saying these are waterproof.
Yeah.
Well, Forma is saying they're waterproof. For 140, you could wear that with textiles.
Yep.
As long as the textile is
long enough to cover it.
You could wear that with textiles.
Yeah.
You could wear that with jeans.
Yeah.
You could wear it. You couldn't wear it with leathers.
No, you wouldn't. And let's be fair, leathers is only full motorcycle boot. No one's going to try and mix and match leathers and a trainery boot.
So for 140, let's say you were a stunter.
Perfect for that.
Perfect. So beginner, stunter, sport bike rider, and you want to go bike shed, or you want to go
just your average street riding. Because I'm a sports bike rider and I don't always get fully leathered up all the time.
MT09.
Yeah, all day long.
Perfect.
Yeah, MT09, MT07, all those street.
MT07. All day long. So really, this kind of covers a massive range of people.
Very broad range.
For 140.
Yeah.
So this boot should take you from your first bike to your second bike.
Yeah, easily.
Easily.
And I think it's definitely built, in terms of construction, it's built well enough to last that amount of time too, of regular use.
Yeah.
They do also come with a 12-month warranty, so should it fail in the first year, I'm sure that a Forma will take care of it.
I like how it's double stitched throughout. It's only got
correct
a little bit of single stitching
and that's in non-functional places. Yeah.
But everywhere else where it looks like you're going to be sliding, it's all double stitched.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a nice boot.
Yeah.
A really for 140.
Yeah. I mean, like you look pretty comfortable in them. Look at the way you're standing. Like you look. Yeah, like they look like trainers and they feel like trainers.
I could play some b-ball in this.
Yeah, easy.
For sure.
Go for a little jog. No, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could probably have a light jog if you had to.
Yeah, definitely. 140.
140.
What would I change on it?
Yes, what would you change? What would I change on them? Honestly, I don't think I'd change anything on them.
Well, when I compare them to this boot, and I'm looking at minute detail, because a lot of this boot is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the laces here, and you can see the laces are covered by a bit of leather and inside.
Yeah.
So if you were to have an accident and slide, the leather should protect the laces, whereas these laces are really exposed. So
you're not going to slide for a long time with your foot in that position.
Yeah, potentially.
You're gonna. It's your foot's coming off, or something. Your boot's coming. It's going to be worse. It's going to be a lot. Sliding is going to be the least of your worries if that's how you're crashing.
True.
So I think they've considered that and then just opted to not bother.
In which case, then, if it wasn't going to be that, changed under the laces, it would be Gore-Tex. This was Gore-Tex.
But then we're not looking at 140. How much were yours again? Putting aside, I don't even remember what the retail price of those was.
I don't
but they're not.
The last time I paid retail.
They're not one. Yeah, well, that too. Helps to have mates in bike shops, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
But they're nowhere near 140.
No, I think these are like
closer to 200. 180 maybe, yeah.
I was going 180 is the price I had in my mind.
Yeah. I'll have a look and pop it on the screen.
Now.
Yeah, somewhere about now.
Yeah. But if that was a Gore-Tex boot,
it would be closer to 200 quid.
I think it would be the Holy Grail.
I wouldn't go that far.
Really?
We don't yet know what we don't know. They're going to come up with some cool shit in the next couple of years.
Fair enough.
Because I think motorcycle gear there's been a stagnant innovation for a while, but things are starting to happen in the space. I think there's going to be some cool shit happening.
But already, how cool that is.
Yeah, it's very cool.
We know it goes for different. It's got a broad market, a broad range of people.
Yeah.
It's a good price now.
Yeah.
To add Gore-Tex to it, which would then improve the build quality of something which actually looks like it's well built.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like the manufacturer themselves have to have the Gore-Tex license as well. Like,
True.
Held only just got their Gore-Tex boot license. They had a Gore-Tex jacket license, but not a boot license.
True.
So I think as it stands for 140, it's great. I think you're right. I probably there does exist a Gore-Tex boot of this similar style. That's
It's right here.
well, but there's still a slightly different in styling there, isn't there? That's closer to the other Forma boots that we looked at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have to have a rummage around, but I think Gore-Tex is ideal. It's the holy grail. But I'm sure TCX actually, because they have a Gore-Tex license, and they make a lot of cool retro casual street boots. They might have something similar, but the price point will be interesting.
It's like, and I like the fact that the styling is very minimal.
Yeah.
When you look at the Alpine style one, it's like bang Alpine style.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like,
it's subtle. You got the white bit at the back, but aside from that, there's not much going on.
if you had a monster, Ducati monster,
Yeah.
bang, you just
Perfect.
because you got that little Italian flag.
Yeah. Actually, a double win.
Yeah.
In fact, there's loads of Panigale riders that wear jeans and just go out. In fact, I saw one today, but that would be perfect for them as well. Again, you've got the little Italian flag, so understated. It's there, matches nicely.
And
Yeah,
I've seen enough man over this summer, even though the summer's been wet.
yeah,
Wet as hell. I've seen enough of them rolling around in some like Adidas trainers.
yeah.
Whereas this would be so much better. Do you know what I mean? So much safer.
Way
to
safer,
Be in,
yeah.
And you're doing the same amount of work. Okay,
Yeah.
Maybe you got the Velcro, but you're doing the same amount of work with the laces to put on your foot. You're not really doing anything different. From
Yeah.
140, bang.
No brainer.
I think it's a no-brainer. So for that reason,
How many stars?
I think it's a strong 4 stars.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree because, whilst it's impossible at the moment, at least for them to have a Gore-Tex equivalent of this, non-Gore-Tex waterproof membranes in boots get sweaty and hot and that's the only downside for me. So
Yeah.
I'd say 4 stars.
I think it's a strong 4 stars.
But then at the same time, it's a compromise because
But
You-
then,
yeah.
because when it goes up, would it then still be 4 stars?
Yeah,
It's too expensive.
exactly.
But as it is now, I think this is a good, strong boot. I
Yeah.
think it's 4 stars, maybe even 4.5.
Yeah.
Because that will take you from your 125 to your first big bike.
Yeah.
To maybe even your second big bike.
and still be able to ride casually and not just be a textile warrior. Because generally speaking, I don't know about nowadays, but when I first started, however, 15 odd years ago, more now, when you got your license, you are a textile warrior. Or when you just get your CBT, you're basically a textile warrior. That's all you wear. Because you know it's going to rain most of the year. And you're only just going to buy one bit. And everybody has ended up in textiles all the time as their first. And then eventually you kind of find some bike friends.
Yeah.
And then you eventually start going to bike cafes. And then you start worrying about jeans and the rest of it. But yeah, for me... And so yeah, in that sense, you're right. Because it will take you right the way from... You could get your CBT... pair of these and that's it. You can keep going and going and going until they fall apart, but you can keep swapping bikes and go through the bike kind of story, and
I like
big
the
bike.
suede at the top. Stops any like chafing between the bottom of your trousers. Do you know what I mean? They have thought about how they put this boot together and constructed it.
They're predominantly a boot manufacturer. They do a little bit of armor, but all they make is boots, so they do think them through.
Right. Nah, I think a good strong 4 stars.
Yeah.
Man. A good strong 4 stars for 140.
Yeah, man. 140.
For 140. How much are the Alpine style ones? We'll put the price in.
Yeah, somewhere here, and yeah.
So,
Forma Edge Dry.
mate, I don't think you can go wrong with this purchase.
I don't think you can go wrong.
Do you know what I mean? I honestly don't think you guys would go wrong with this purchase here. It's got to be a strong 4 stars.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Forma do a Gore-Tex, but there's a whole madness, whole political thing that goes into that. But for me, that's a 4-star boot.
Agreed. No.
And if it's your first boot, if it's your 5th boot, if it's your 2nd boot, do you know what I mean?
I tried the one previously, so not in the video, but for me the comfort was up there. Like, I don't think I've worn very many boots that are that comfortable.
I don't know if I can get my leg up there, but I'm going to try it. I'm still wearing them now, and they're still comfortable. Do you know what I mean? So I would have backed them off if they weren't comfortable.
Yeah.
They'd have come off.
You normally
long time.
do take off boots after a review.
Yeah.
Before we get to the next portion of it.
Yeah. But they're still comfortable. I still got them on. If I had like a set of I don't know, we had those Hell Gore-Tex boots before, didn't we?
Yes.
So the Hell Gore-Tex
The
boots.
Sagrinos.
The Sagrinos.
Link up there.
Bang. Or my Daytonas, or let's say you had the City Adventure Gore-Tex boots.
Yeah.
So like if you had like a proper waterproof hardcore boot, this could be your second boot.
Yeah, quite easily.
Do you know what I mean? So that you're not destroying your really expensive quality boot all of the time.
And to add to that,
Yeah.
because of the drama of all those very technical boots of
Yeah.
putting them on and taking them off and blah blah blah,
Mhm.
when people are doing shorter distant journeys to get some fags or up the road to get a pint of milk on their bike, because you do sometimes, that's when they decide not to go through all that faff and wear their normal bog standard Jordans or whatever trainers they got at home and get themselves fucked up. Because everybody knows, statistically speaking, you're more likely to fuck yourself up closer to home than further away from home.
Right?
And in that sense, if you're going to put on a pair of trainers, then it might as well be
Might as
bike trainers.
Might as well put on a pair of these, mate.
Well, yeah.
Because it's
All
exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So for me, yeah, mate, that's a strong 4 stars for 140.
Yeah, I know. In fact, you know what? I think you're right. It's 4. For me, it's 4.5 stars.
4.5 stars.
It's pretty much up there because I don't think you can get away from that Gore-Tex issue. It's too big a deal, too big a drop. As it stands for 140, bam, it's almost perfect. And I don't think you can be any more than almost perfect. So it's 4.5 stars.
I love how it's made of leather as well.
Yeah, it's a really really well constructed boot.
The way this boot feels, you need to come down to the shop. You need to feel this boot. I'm telling you, it's got some real nice textures in the boot.
Try a pair on and just walk up and down. You'll realise.
It's so comfortable.
Yeah, try a pair on and look around the rest of the store, and then by the time you sit down to take them off, you might decide you don't want to.
So, like,
Subscribe,
comment,
hit that notification bell.
share.
Happy days. Thanks for watching.
Happy days. Peace.